Well, happy Friday, everyone. We have a really big, fun Friday planned for you. I'm Dr. Laurie Davis, host of the Today Show, coming to you from the Disability Channel. And right now we're streaming live on Laurie Davis Facebook, my YouTube channel, Laurie Davis Show Host, Your Home TV, you name it, we're there. The Disability Channel, YouTube, everywhere. We're all over the place. So lots and lots of people are enjoying our shows. But on Friday, we like to do something fun. So what I've done is I've asked some sisters of mine, and they have become my sisters. I belong to an organization called the Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs. And so I reached out to some of the what I would say are the leadership in GSFE, along with our very esteemed founder, Dr. Robbie Motter. So let me just bring on the girls one at a time. And you all know Virginia Clark. So we'll bring Virginia because Virginia and I host and organize the Canadian network for GSFE. Good morning, Virginia.
Good morning, Laurie. How are you today?
I'm doing good, girl. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yes.
You're looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Virginia and I host a show on Monday called Self-Care, Self-Improvement. And we love having guests, right, Virginia?
Oh, yes. Last Monday was fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
It was. Okay. And next we have our very first Canadian person that ever signed up, the beautiful Sylvia Somerville. Good morning, Sylvia.
Good morning, Laurie and Virginia. How are you doing today?
We're doing good.
Great.
We're doing good. Okay.
Great.
All right. And then another familiar face on our shows, Dr. Susie Mearswick. Good morning, Susie.
Good morning, ladies. So happy to be here on the show with you today.
Yes, we're going to talk all about GSFE today. And all the way from Arizona, the beautiful Dr. Angeline Benjamin. Good morning, Angeline.
Good morning. How are you, everybody?
Great.
We're doing great. You're looking good too, girl.
Thank you.
After all that heat this summer. And of course, last but not least, our beautiful esteemed founder, Dr. Robbie Motter. Good morning, Robbie.
Good morning. I'm so thrilled to be here with all of these esteemed leaders. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting.
Thank you. All right. Well, let's start by having Angeline. Why don't we call on you to describe the Global Society of Female Entrepreneurs? You always do such a great job at that. So if somebody asked you, what is GSFE, what would you say?
I would say it's a organization that will help you to grow as an entrepreneur through personal development. We have so many experts in our group that would help people from different levels. And if you are an expert or you're already a long-term entrepreneur, you even will learn to be better at what you do, but also give you the opportunity to give to others, because that's what GSFE is all about. It's all about that we give to others. And some of the leaders of GSFE, I felt it's like they pay forward of their expertise. In other words, somebody helped them, and now they're going to help others because of their success. And to me, that is a great philosophy that GSFE has, because we're here is all about others and helping others to be successful in what they do. And in reward for that is we grow ourselves to become better at what we do. And
Cool.
That is, to me, what GSFE is all about.
That's amazing. You always do such a wonderful job on that. Let's go to Dr. Susie, who is also a leader in the organization. So, Dr. Susie, what would you say if you were asked, what is GSFE? And I know you'd say everything Angeline said. So let's add on to that.
Yes, Angeline gave a great description. I would also add that GSFE is a sisterhood where we complete, we don't compete. So there's no pettiness. There's no trying to have one-upmanship. Everybody has talents and gifts, and we share our talents and gifts, and we put a hand out to others that are also interested in growing.
Cool. All right. So from the, I'm going to get to Robbie in a minute because I have a special question for Robbie. But Virginia, what about you? We're the Canadian contention here, and our goal is to really grow the Canadian network this year. So over to you, my co-director, actually.
Yeah, I find the collective wisdom is so unique to this group because everyone comes from different walks of life and coming in together and sharing each other's passions and joys. The support throughout my breast cancer as well has been just amazing. And with a lot of other groups, like Susie said, we don't compete with each other. It's everyone wants everyone to win, right?
Mhm.
We all want everyone to win. And so when you come into GSFE, that's what it's all about. The support, the wisdom, and just that, that beautiful knowledge and the fact that, everyone wins.
Mhm.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
All right, over to you, Sylvia. Sylvia was our very first person in Canada to sign up and join. She's our charter member. So over to you, Sylvia. How has GSFE been for you?
Well, I have found GSFE is everything the other girls are saying, but I think it's a lot more than that as well because each one of us as individuals, as it's been said, we all have our talents and we have our pros and our cons, but sometimes we have challenges and we're not sure what we want to do is it a good place to go, isn't it? And at GSFE, any of us can talk to each other and we know we talk in strict confidence. And to me, that is a big benefit, especially when you're starting a business or you're in business or you need help with self-worth or any of the different workshops that are offered. It's just an amazing group of ladies that get together and we promote each other. As the others have said, there is no I'm better than you. We're all the same and we all try to help each other and we help in the community by mentoring and telling others about how great GSFE is and why they should be a member.
Right, right. All right, over to you, Robbie. Robbie is the founder, Dr. Robbie Motter, the founder of GSFE. So let's go to Robbie. And what else would you add to that, Robbie, or whatever you would like to say about
Well,
GSFE and what inspired you, to put it together?
Well, I think we are very different than any other network in that, yes, we meet once a month, but we stay in touch with each other. We encourage our members to ask for what is it they need and want. And that's a training in itself because women have a hard time asking. But once they start doing that, doors open, opportunities come their way, and it makes it easier. Plus, it helps them grow faster, climb higher, think bigger. And and we build relationships. We're not the kind of group you walk in, give your business card, and you walk out with an order or a business. You've got to, this is a whole new world. You've got to build, you've got to build a family. You've got to build worth with the person you want to meet. You've got to listen. You've got to be there for each other. And I think that's one of the things we do really great. We care about each other. Like you said, we really are a sisterhood. And I've had so many people come to me and say, especially when COVID came, that they had to give up something, but they said, I'm not giving up GSFE because it is my family and it has done much. I've seen a self-esteem build. I've seen people who told me they couldn't write working on their ninth book now. And I've seen them speaking when they said they couldn't speak, because every one of our members is wonderful. Everyone is unique. Everyone is perfect just the way they are. And we don't try to change them. We bring out the great talents they have. And I think that's what makes us different.
Mhm. Thank you, Robbie. Well, for me, I'll go last. If I had not met the beautiful Angeline Benjamin, I might not be here. But Angeline and I met in another network online during COVID. And all of our businesses were affected, particularly mine, because I had a retreat center where I would bring people in to work with them. And that was the biggest piece of my business. But of course, during COVID, I couldn't bring anybody in. So in that process, I had to give up my retreat center, and then the online business. I had been working online for years, but hey, let's face it, if you're a single mom and you've got to pay your light bill or go to a workshop, what are you going to do? You're going to pay your light bill. So the online business shriveled, really. So I had considered retiring. I thought, you know what, maybe I just need to move on, do something different, do something else. But no, the universe delivered Angeline Benjamin. And she told me that I should join because she was doing a virtual online networking meeting. And I went, oh my gosh, no, I haven't been in a network for years. I don't go to those women's breakfasts anymore. That was in the past. This is the only network that I've ever been in like it. And I can say that, and I've been in a lot over the years. So then I became Angeline's co-director, and then Robbie and I talked about opening up a Canadian network, which made the organization international. And now we're all over the world. We have beautiful women that we're connected to from all over the world. So some of the meetings are in person, some of them are online, and we meet once a month and we feature a speaker. And it's always a fun meeting that we do. So for me, GSFE actually saved me, really. And I think, well, I'm really busy. Maybe no way. No. Not happening, not leaving, not quitting. And so here we are. So this year, our goal is to really build the Canadian network, because we have a lot of beautiful female entrepreneurs in Canada who don't even know about us. So part of what I wanted to do today was have the leaders of the organization, the people who've been here a while and who move and shake in the GSFE world, here to talk about the organization. All right. Anybody have anything they want to add or say before I ask my next question? And then we're going to take a little 30-second break. Susie?
I'd like to just tell everybody that GSFE is affordable, because I know when people talk about business networks, and I've been in many business networks over the years, some cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month. GSFE for the US is $75 a year. And since we are a nonprofit, that money is also tax deductible. So it is such a modest investment in yourself, and you get to meet women all over the world.
Well, I can add to that, because from a return perspective, return on investment, I wouldn't even be able to tell you how many times that I've benefited from those of you who became clients and took workshops. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing. So we're going to take a little break. This is what a 30-second break looks like. And we're busy now lining up sponsors and advertisers. And we're going to have a segment for GSFE to inject into our shows, my gift to the organization. So, but this is what, you don't think you can say anything in 30 seconds, but here's 30 seconds, what it looks like. In the meantime, it's snowflakes going up into the sky. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Dr. Laurie Davis. You're listening to the Today Show here on the Disability Channel. And my beautiful guests today are all women who've impacted my life. And we are members of the Global Society of Female Entrepreneurs, for Female Entrepreneurs, along with our founder, Dr. Robbie Motter. And these ladies are leaders in the organization, and we run various networks from everywhere. So let's go to Angeline again. And Angeline, why don't you talk about your virtual network and when that is, and why you love doing that, and a little bit about your networking chapter.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Laurie Davis. So I just our meeting. Um, we have our meeting on the first Thursday of the month, and it's at noon Pacific Standard Time, and we do this virtually. And at the similar at other meetings, we always have speaker, and our speakers are brilliant and wonderful because we feature either their educational, inspiring, or empowering topic. So it's not about like somebody would sell something. No, we educate, we inspiring, we empower our members. And to me, that is very valuable. And then also at the meeting, everybody get a chance to introduce themselves, and they get a chance to network even though it's virtual. Believe it or not, there is a chance for people to network, talking with each other in the beginning of the meeting, the end of the meeting. And also in my meeting, every meeting is very different, and that's why I think I like about GSFE. We want every leader at GSFE to show their leadership skill, their little so because of that, it's not the same. You go to different meeting, they're always run differently, but it's the same meeting as far as having a great speaker and everybody get a chance to network. And that's what I just want to say. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And of course, Dr. Susie is your co-director. So Susie, is there anything
Yes.
else you'd like to
Yes, she's
add?
my wonderful and supportive
Yes.
co-director. I couldn't do it without her.
Yes, you couldn't
Yes,
have a
we're-
better person. So Susie, over to you for anything else you'd like to add about your particular virtual meeting.
Yes, I'm the co-director of Angeline's virtual network, and I love it because we have women from all over the world. It doesn't matter where you are. If you have a Zoom link, you can enjoy our meeting, and everyone is different. So we actually, and even the attendees every month differ because everybody has a busy schedule. So, some months you might not be able to attend, but it's always there as an anchor for membership and fellowship.
Mhm. All right. Well, we'll talk about the Canadian meeting in a minute, but I'd love to ask Robbie, because Robbie, let's talk about how you travel around and go to various meetings personally and virtually. Over to you.
Well, my joy is to support my directors and my members. So I try to go to as many meetings as I can, not only online but virtually as well. And we through this organization, we've also formed a great relationship with Loney, Leaders of All Nation, which are in 195 countries and are run by Dr. Carolyn McCarka. And so, what is really great about it, it's opened the doors for our GSFE members to meet other women all over the world. And one of the things I've learned, and in fact, Dr. Makaka is going to make T-shirts. We are one because it doesn't matter where we are. We totally are one. And it's been a great experience. We've learned a lot from our sisters in other countries. And I'm actually going to London for the third time next month. I'll be attending, and we also formed a great relationship with Dr. Peterson, who runs the Global Alliance Network, where we are able to offer those that are worthy in humanitarian doctorate degrees. There's going to be one in Paris, and some of our GSFE network members will be in Paris to get their honorary doctorate. We've done honorary doctorates with them in London. We did one in California. We're going to do one in California again this year, this coming year, probably April or May. I haven't got a date yet. So we'll be looking for directors to find who in their organization might be worthy and want to do that. We do events, and we invite them to our events. Like, for instance, we have a Kindness Day coming up on November 13th, which is International Kindness Day. Something we do every year, where our directors nominate two people from their network plus the director and co-director get a kindness award for their hard work. And it's going to be at Marietta Hot Springs in Marietta, California this year. We'll be giving 77 awards. Of the 77, over 50 will be there personally, and you have people coming from Canada, so that's exciting. We also do an online virtual conference, which brings in people from all over, not only from GSFE, but our Lonely sisters actually join us for that as well. So it's really about, and the other thing that I'm excited about, we have 2 youth groups, and we've also last year added, we don't have a lot, but when we find men who are really supportive of women, we allow them to become ambassadors in the various networks. So we do have some men networks, and we have 2 youth networks. And so, and our women are so talented, as everyone said, that we're there to help mentor the youth because they are our future. So we have a lot of events coming up. We're working on a new calendar right now. And it's really about, if it works for you, then join us. You know, not everybody can attend everything. But, you know, and also one of the benefits we also offer, members belong to a network, but they're invited to come to any of our network meetings. And everyone, like you said, Laurie, is that there's different people, different styles. And I know Susie's always at different networks, and you gain something because you get to meet more people. And of course, when we do a big event like Kindness or our International Women's Day and different things like that, you get to see who we really are. We're about 318 members right now, and we're on a drive to ask every member to bring in one person, and we could double our membership. And everybody benefits because it's a whole bunch of new people for them to meet, and those people get to meet us.
Excellent. Thank you. So, Virginia, would you like to share a little bit about our Canadian meeting, when we meet, and all that? You organize all that. So, over to you.
Absolutely. So we meet the first Wednesday of each month, and we meet at noon Mountain Time. So that's 11 Pacific Time, since y'all are an hour ahead of us. Yeah, and we bring in a variety of speakers as well, just different modalities, different, anything. I mean, we've all been speakers ourselves, because that's important. That's something that we not push, but something that we suggest, so we all learn how to become a better communicator, a better speaker. So yeah, we're always open for other speakers, different things. We had a lady on here who showed us different moves from a wheelchair. So just, we like to, on our poster, it's called Breaking Barriers. So we like just different things. We've had male speakers as well. So, up here in Canada, we can get out of the box a little bit. So.
Well, we have to, deal with the cold weather coming up now. So we'll probably get even more creative because we'll be housebound.
Yes.
All right. And Sylvia, how has being a member of the Canadian Network supported you?
Well, Laurie, in so many ways, I am an author, illustrator, and publisher, and I found, since I've joined GSFE, I have learned so much. I have actually found dimensions to me I wasn't aware of, which surprised even me. Things I realized I could do. And that was from the support and encouragement of the GSFE members. And I've also been mentoring, helping others learn how to write their book and tell their story. And again, that was one of the dimensions I did not realize I had, except for the support of GSFE. And I just find it's amazing. They support me in all my work and my books. And as I said before, I think the best thing is we are truly sisters. And I just feel so connected to each one, even though I've only met, what, two of you that are here. But I feel like I know everyone, and I've known you for a lifetime. And to me, that's what matters, because you support each other, you care about each other, and you're always there for each other. And I just wonder what I did before I joined GSF. How did I do things? Because now I don't know how I would do it without you.
There you go. Well, one of the challenges of being an entrepreneur, and I've been one for a very long time, it's kind of like that cartoon that I saw. It was called The Christmas Party of the Self-Employed. And there was a desk with a single person, a guy sitting behind with a party hat and a little glass of wine and a wine bottle on the desk. And it was called The Christmas Party of the Self-Employed. In other words, it's a lonely life sometimes when you have your own business. And it's really hard, if you get up and go to work every day to a job or your past life, there were people in your life from where you worked, your workplace. And then maybe we've decided to leave that environment and be on our own. So unless you're involved in a direct sales company where you have colleagues and distributors and all of that, there is a family there too. But if you're a person that's just starting a new business and it's just you, this would be the organization to belong to for that connectedness, the social aspect, because these ladies in California, I have to tell you, and Arizona, believe it or not, they may not look it, but they're party animals. All right. And they might look pretty serious right now and all business, but we also know how to have fun. And I can say that after having been down there last year and looking forward to getting to the Kindness Day this year. And we did attend a GSFE sister's wedding when we were there. And, it's all about having fun and being, and for women, I generally used to get along better with men because I found women sometimes not that supportive. And it was my men friends that supported me. So this, if you've got a thing about being with women and you need to be reinstated because maybe you've got a little bad taste in your mouth from somebody else, then this is the place where you could come and heal that up, because this will change your mind about that. All right, we're going to take another 30-second break. And this is, we do this on the shows because we have people that will be advertising with us and sponsoring the show. So also too, I should mention the Disability Channel is out of Toronto. And they are funded by a nonprofit organization called Veterans House. And Veterans House is an organization that takes care of our vets. And one of the things at the Disability Channel they have an educational platform where they help veterans who want to be in the media business. And this is why I really joined the network, because I really loved what they were doing. And so if you've become disabled or you're an injured vet or whatever, and you need a new career, the Disability Channel actually trains behind the camera, in front of the camera, and our veterans can have a new career. And that in the past has been funded through Veterans House via the federal government. So we're very big on supporting the disability community. And so Kathy's here this morning too, Kathy Bell, I believe. And she's our background person who gets our shows out there and down to the States and everywhere. So I've met an incredible family there, so now I'm talking to vets, and we have a vet show, and I've had vets come in as clients, and it's just been really important work that we've done in the last 5 or 6 months. So just having said that, a little plug for our channel and our network and our founder, Jay Stoyan. Love working with him as well. All right, here we go. See how much you could say in 30 seconds. It seems like 30 seconds, but GSFE people would be great at this because we've already practiced it, right? Angeline, you've taught us how to do that. Yes. Welcome back, everyone. We're at halftime already. Boy, this is the fastest hour of my day. I have to tell you, every morning at 9 o'clock, I'm here, and it goes by so fast. I'm Dr. Laurie Davis, and you're watching the Today Show. And my guests today are actually my sisters, and we are all members of an organization called the Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs. And we want to reach out to all of those female entrepreneurs out there who need a really lovely, healthy, fun place to land. And this would be the place. And we're so honored to have our founder and leader with us today, Dr. Robbie Motter. And I want to just go to Robbie and let's talk a little bit, Robbie, about because I mentioned about how our channel is funded. So why don't you talk a little bit about the financial side of GSFE in terms of, you're a nonprofit organization. So what is it that keeps you going and rolling and being able to stay alive? Over to you.
Well, we have the dues, which are $75 a year. And we also do fundraisers. We have 3 major fundraisers a year: our fashion show, our Kindness Day, and our International Women's Day, where we do events. And so we make some money there. Occasionally we find a grant, but they're hard to find these days. But, for us, and no one is paid on our board. Everybody gives from their heart. We totally are a nonprofit. And we really are more about what can we do for our members. So everything we bring in, we bring back to the network and try to help our members grow and have events that benefit them. Every month we have, expenses with our marketing, of marketing our networks and having flyers done so more people can see it. But we are growing, and if we can double our membership, that would even be great for us.
Cool. All right. Well, speaking of fundraising, we just did a fundraiser for Virginia, and we came up with an idea. We didn't know if it was going to work or not, but it did. And so because we have such a huge content in in my organization for workshops and so on, I thought, well, why don't we do one of my 10 Ways series? So we did a workshop called 10 Ways to Build Confident Children. And people sent $25 to attend the workshop, and the money went directly to Virginia because she's been off work with the breast cancer. So we did her fundraiser last Sunday night. And of course, that inspired me. And I thought, well, gee, if we did one for Virginia, hey, we should do one for GSFE. I want to do one for the veterans. And I could think of all kinds of things. And because it's an online virtual workshop, it's a special event on a Sunday evening for 2 hours. We had some amazing people show up for that. So Robbie, on October the 20th, with your permission, I was able to got right back to me. And we want to host a workshop for GSFE membership. It's $25. All the proceeds go directly to GSFE. And we're going to I have a series called 10 Ways to Grow Your Business. And I think that would be very appropriate for our membership and easy. And Angeline, I'd like to talk to you a bit later today about something I need you to do for me in
Definitely.
that regard.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Administratively. So because it'll be, we're going to invite all of our Canadian friends that we want in this organization, and they're going to come and they're going to see that they need to be here. All right. So Robbie, thank you for that, allowing us to do that on your behalf. And Virginia is preparing a flyer right now, which will have the 10 topics that will be discussed, the price, et cetera. And we're going to do it on our GSFE template, if that's okay too, right? So that it's a familiar template for people to see.
Be sure you also put London time on there, because we can then send it out to an Eastern time, because we'll send it. I'm actually going to be in London on the 20th. I leave on I leave on the 18th, and I'm not coming back until the 28th. So we can promote it over there. I'll be in Paris.
Great. Wonderful. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So what we'll do, we might adjust the time then.
What is the time on the 20th? Because there's a big event that night. So it needs to be during the early morning.
Okay. Well, we can do it during the day. It's a Sunday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And we can run it more than once. We don't have to just do the one. We could run one and then run another
Well,
one.
that would probably be Sunday's a good day, but remember, London is 8 hours ahead
Yes.
of you. So, like when they do something at 3 or 4, it's 8 o'clock our time.
Yes.
So, and I know that there's a big Vietnam gala that night on the 20th,
Okay.
and that probably starts at 5. So, we probably,
Okay.
if we're going to include them, we need to move our time earlier
Mm-hmm.
if possible.
So, what our viewers have just seen is how we work together right now.
Mhm.
We just gave them a little workshop here. This is how we solve some of our situations. So, yes, we always have people to bounce things off. And thank you, Robbie, for the time zone thing. I didn't think about at the time, but we will take that into consideration and we might have to do 2. Oh, gee, we'll do 2 on the Sunday, one for the evening and one for the afternoon. Okay. So back to our organization. Let's say if somebody wants to join GSFE, Susie, let's say somebody's watching the show right now and they go, I want to become a member of GSFE. What are the steps, Susie?
Well, I think they just need to reach out to one of us because you're in the Canadian network, you, Virginia and Sylvia, and Robbie, Angeline, and I are in the US networks. And so we can get them hooked up, and it can be virtual, it can be in person.
Okay, beautiful.
They also can go to our GSFEUS.com or Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs.org. But the fastest one is GSFEUS.com.
Okay, I'll
Yes.
put that up.
Yeah.
GSFE.
US.com. And at the very top, it says join.
Oh, perfect. There we go. And when you do
But
that,
actually, it's really good if they contact one of us because we have a chance to talk to them,
yes,
learn who they are, what their needs are, and better know how to help them. I mean, it's all about what can we do for them. It isn't about us. It's we are one. So what is it they need, and how can we support that?
Yeah.
cool.
And Laurie, if I may interject,
Yes,
that
yes.
one thing about joining GSFE is the member is the one that choose where they want to belong, even though they can attend all network
Oh,
meeting,
good point.
but they choose. So, for example, just give you an example. If I find somebody that wants to join GSFE, the first thing after they join, I ask which meeting or which day that the most convenient for them. So, not necessarily in my network. Okay, and they choose whether they want to attend the in-person or virtual. And then I would ask them which day and time that the most convenient for them that they can attend on a regular basis every month. So let's say that they found that is Canadian network is the one that the most convenient. Just because I enroll them, it doesn't mean they have to join under the virtual Thursday network. So that is what GSFE is all about. We want our member to choose which network they want to join. That is the most convenient for them because we
Beautiful.
all wanting to help them to grow. So because of that, they have to go to the date and the time that they can attend on the regular basis. So we
Cool.
do not want to say, well, just because they found under or I recruit them, they have to belong to our network. No, that is not how GSFE is built.
That's a
Lori,
beautiful
also,
point.
what's great is that the virtual network is going to do a holiday party this year, and all networks are invited to be part of it.
Yes.
So it'd be a great way, no matter where they live, to get a
It doesn't
feeling of GSFE, and they can tell you a little bit more about that.
Yes. Yeah, and the holiday it's a party, so we're all going to get to know each other and sharing our holiday spirit, and it's no cost. So, but you do have to register because then I have to provide the Zoom link. So I cannot just
Do you have a date on that? Is that your
Yes.
first Thursday?
Susie, what's
Yes,
the date?
December
Susie,
5th.
in charge of the holiday.
Yes, it's December 5th, and it's at 12 noon Pacific. So everybody can translate that into their own time zone. But it will be interactive, fun, and free. And it would be wonderful if we could have a wide variety of our members from everywhere attending.
Yeah.
Sounds great. That sounds great.
Yeah, and Laurie, I know you always bring dress up. We want people to dress up whatever they want, and Laurie always dress up really well, Mrs. Claus. So that's why we encourage people to dress up however they want, and we have a contest, we have gifts, so it's really fun.
Oh, and we
Also-
always have giveaways too.
Yes.
Yeah, giveaway
Yes.
and stuff. So it's going to be fun.
All right. Well, we'll have to get on that, ladies in Canada. And also, well, didn't I say this was a fun group? Thank you
Yes.
for backing me up here, Susie and Angeline.
Right.
I appreciate it. That's great. Okay. So the next piece, so it's easy to join. You can go to the website or contact any one of us as I'm flipping up our emails here. And Angeline, thank you for sharing that benefit of it. We're going to look after you. So it may be that I recruit somebody, what I'm hearing you say, I may recruit someone in Canada who would prefer Thursday, and I send them to you. And that's just amazing. Isn't that wonderful? That's unique right there.
Yeah, and that is the freedom. That's why I want members to know you have that freedom. And then, for example, if maybe you change job or something happened and you have to change your time or the date, you can do that too. So we want to give the flexibility for our member to go and meet, because the most important thing is that we want them to show up.
Right.
We want them to be able to participate and network.
And all, yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. Yes.
And also we have the freedom, like when we girls go to California, like last year I went to the Coachella Valley meeting and I had an opportunity to experience an in-person group, because before the technology, everything was in person. So now we have a mixture of in-person and online meetings, and our meetings happen all week long. So there's different days, different time zones, different times for each of the groups. So we have lots of network options there for people to attend. So if you're traveling and you're near a GSFE chapter, you can go to their meeting.
Right.
Yeah. So that's really cool. And we can't wait to have a bunch of you come up to Canada. We're waiting for, we figure if we make enough trips to California, then we'll have some Canadian visitors, and we'll take you to the beautiful Rocky Mountains. And they're not the same as the Rockies in Colorado, by the way. They're quite different. And Angeline, it's time for you to get back to Alberta, girl, during that hot weather down there in Arizona.
Oh, that's true. I used to live in Edmonton for close to 2 years. Experience the winter and living in the snow.
I'm actually flying to London on Air Canada, flying into Montreal and then changing planes to go to London.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There's also a direct flight to London from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
You know what? I did the direct flight last time. It's too long for me. I needed a break.
Yeah.
Coming back, I come back by way of Munich to San Diego.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Wow.
All right. Well, let's take a little break. And there's another thing that we didn't really talk about was the organization. There's opportunities for travel and to go to other countries and to visit other women and other people. So we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Dr. Laurie Davis, the host of the Today Show. 5 days a week, we're on the air live right now, streaming on the Facebook page, Laurie Davis, our YouTube channels, the Disability Channel, Your Home TV. It just grows and grows it's like one of those recipes we had in the 70s where you put the bran muffin recipe in the fridge and then it grew, and you took your 6 muffins out and put some stuff back in. It's kind of like that. And on Mondays, we'd love to have guests come and join Virginia and I. We talk about self-worth, self-empowerment, confidence building, self-care. On Tuesdays, my business partner, Dr. Amin Modiri, he and I do a show on finance, and it's really cool what he comes up with. Like a few weeks ago, he came up with the 15 best places to live on the planet right now. And financially and, economically, politically. Wednesday, we do wellness, and we feature one of our sisters, Dr. Kay Sheffield. She's amazing. She comes up with all kinds of cool stuff. And this Wednesday, she talked about what to do when you're traveling. Thursdays, we have a show with Jill Younghusband, former veteran, and we interview vets. And it was a powerful show yesterday, one of our vet stories. And then on Friday, hey, having fun today, Fun Friday. That's what we do. So we're here today, if you're just joining us, talking about the organization called the Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs. We have our esteemed founder, Dr. Robbie Motter, with us this morning. And the other ladies are people who are in leadership positions in terms of running meetings and helping to keep the organization going with special meetings for women who need a network to join. So that's what we're talking about. Now, we have about 8 minutes left, and I'd love to invite you all just to stay for a couple of minutes at the end of the show, because I'd like to bring you back on and we can just say a proper goodbye to each other, okay? So we'll do that after the show, so it'll just take a few minutes. All right, so what we'll do now is just anything else that you would like to share that maybe
Laurie,
you didn't have.
I'd like to
Go
share
ahead.
that some of the things that we've been able to do is award our members with various awards, international, and people don't do things for awards, but it makes them feel really good when people recognize the great work they're doing. And we also, in the last year and a half, helped 182 women become international and US best-selling authors. And many of them told me they couldn't write. Everybody's got a story. So we help them bring that story out, and it's their story. You've helped many of them in your trainings do workshops now. Many of them thought they couldn't do that. So I think that's another thing. I'm always looking for opportunities, and whenever we see them, we post it. But of course, it's like you can take a horse to drink water, but you can't make them drink it. So it's really up to the members whether they jump in. And the same thing with the international. We have a lot of opportunities. In fact, this trip to London, it's a graduation. Some of our girls are graduating in Paris, but it's open to any of our GSFE members who ever wanted to go to London or to Paris. And so we post that, and then all they have to do is follow up with whoever's doing to give them that opportunity. And many do grab it. And many then later say, I wish I had done it. We have a cruise in December. So, and we have a lot of things. So it's about, like you teach, take action. Don't think about it. Do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And okay,
go ahead, Susie, and then Angeline.
Okay. Yes, I just wanted to say personal growth is definitely one of the benefits. Now, many years ago, when I was retired from teaching, I was trying to figure out where am I going to network? Where am I going to find some fantastic women? And someone told me, you have to connect with Robbie Motter. So I did. That was at least 10 years ago, and the rest is history. So I never thought I could write a book. Robbie said, Susie, when are you going to write your book? Now I have a bestseller, and I've been in a dozen other books. Laurie, I've developed so much personally from attending Laurie's self-empowerment workshops. And I've seen new members at GSFE that are so scared. They don't think they can do anything. But then you can see the growth over the months and over the years as they rise into leadership people that never thought they could do something, and now they have a whole new life.
Thank you. Angeline?
Yeah, and the same thing that what Susie was saying, like me, for example, that many years ago, I thought I could never write a book because writing is not the subject that I'm good at. And Robbie basically says something that give me this that okay, that I have to do it. And so I found a way. Uh, and because of that, now in my network, I promote authors, and every month we welcome author, we promote them, and then we get the book, we purchase the book, or the author sometimes even give away the book and to one of the members, and then what we ask them to read them and then also review them and provide feedback to the author. So we do promote people to be able to be a writer, and there's so many coaches and also different uh, company within our organization that can make it happen for you from A to Z in publishing and being an author. That which many years ago, that is going to be so costly to be able, right, Laurie, to write a book, and you have that experience. So now we make it more affordable. Not only that, sometimes to start, we always tell people, how about uh, being in collaborate with another person in their book,
Mhm.
being in anthology, and
Mhm.
that's how you can start. You don't have to start for the whole book. You be
Mhm.
part of the anthology, and
Mhm.
then and there's many of them, several books in GSFE that we are part of the anthology of somebody. So I think that is a great way to start.
Great, thank you. Well, also too, in our Canadian network, we have our writing guru, Sylvia Somerville. If you haven't had her as a speaker yet, you might want to include it in. She just had a bestseller called
Yes,
Jigsaw, and
Sylvia, come to my network and we
there
can
you
promote
go.
your book. See?
There you go.
Yeah,
See, so that's how we work, right?
yes, that's what I
And
mean.
Sylvia has about 32 books published under her belt. So she's our mentor here in Canada, and we did a writers retreat last year. We're going to do another one. So it's all good. It's all good. So let's go to you, Sylvia. Closing remarks. We have about 3 minutes left here.
Well, I don't think you're ever closing. I think you're always just growing and going forward. There are no closing remarks. We're just speaking of what's going to come and what's going to happen. It's just going forward, and it's just amazing to know that you have in GSE. You have a friend, you have a supporter, and someone who cares. And
Mhm.
you want to get going, just join GSFE and we're there.
Right on. Thank you,
Thank
Sylvia.
you.
Over to you, Virginia. Forward remarks.
I think it's all been said. It's fun. I mean, look at our banter today. It's fun. Not everything has to be serious. Life is already sometimes too serious. So we need those fun moments and those moments where we can just smile and be ourselves and be genuine and, be thanked for who we are, right?
Mhm.
Be appreciated
Mhm.
for who we are. So.
And I'll just take us forward just by letting people know if they think that we all collaborated in terms of our wardrobe today. You'll see some blue shining through. Well, that's kind of the corporate cultural color of GSFE. We wear other colors, but this is our corporate color. So if people were wondering about that. Well, ladies, I just want to express my gratitude for you taking time, and it's very early for you out of your busy schedule to be on the show today. And I really appreciate it. And I will make sure that everybody gets a copy and that this will support our membership drive that we're starting right now for the year 2025. So thank you all very much for being here.